Okay, so I'm going to be doing a cross-examination for the Samoans affirmative. So I have questions for you. So my first question is, so in your speech, you talked about all of like the laws that were against them and how they couldn't get rights and stuff. So when these rules were or laws were set out, what exactly is the reasoning? Like, was there a reasoning that they didn't get granted citizenship right away? It just wasn't explained, so I wanted to know if there was like a reason that they um, is there an argument that like, oh, this is the reason why they don't get the citizenship?
So, to answer your question, in looking into their history, they were actually colonized by the U.S. So I think it's I'm not aware of the history of Puerto Rico, but they operate in the same way in the sense that they do operate like their own country, but they're still tied to the United States of America. So, like going back to your question as to why this is the case, I just I I'm not quite sure why it's remained in the fact that they've never become an official part of the U.S. However, they do have their own leadership. They do have um, they kind of operate on their own. But similar to Hawaii, I mean, but not Hawaii was the same way before it became a part of the U.S. And so I guess America Samoa is like could be could be categorized as pre-Hawaii. Yeah,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Okay. And then another question, what are the ways that these laws can change so that they are able to have their rights? How is like, what is like a way of activating that like could be done when doing this?
I think that if in my personal opinion, I do think they should simply be categorized as U.S. citizens. I don't see why they aren't still, but simply categorizing them as U.S. citizens would allow them to gain a ton of different rights, such as the right to vote, the right to get a government job. As you may have heard, they're able to join the military, but they're not able to get a government job, which is so convenient. But yeah, I think it would be as simple. Sorry, it would be as simple as a categorization in terms of what that would a recategorization is what it would look like. So being given a passport and just being called a U.S. citizen.
Okay, so just basically being categorized as a US citizen.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and rejoining the Constitution of the United States or joining the Constitution, adapting that would probably also go into it as well.
Okay, that's my questions.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cool.